I've lowered the screen time of my phone to 1 hour on a weekend. And I've done a bunch of steps to get there. So, first of all, I never installed apps like TikTok or Instagram because I just didn't see the point in them. Like, I didn't need them. Like, for TikTok, you always have YouTube, you don't need it. Instagram, you can always just get their phone number. Like, I just never installed those apps, but if you do have them, then I would recommend that you delete them. It just, like, immediately, you probably, like, shave off an hour of screen time if you just remove those two apps by themselves. Now, I do have apps like Snapchat and Discord, but I do only use them to text people. I don't use them for like watching the reels or whatever. Or like I for Snapchat, I haven't even allowed the camera to take photos yet, for the snaps on it. I haven't even allowed the camera. Like I didn't give it permission on the app. But like those two, deleting those will already just shave off a bunch of time. And another step I use, number two, is I decluttered my phone. So I literally made a folder on the phone. I literally called it Space, like space. And I just put in all the apps that I have on my phone that I don't use, but I still like, have it. It's like Google apps or like Samsung apps. And you just put them all in one folder so you just don't have like a full screen of apps that you don't use. And it's easier to get to whatever you need to get to. Third of all, I put on Do Not Disturb. This is probably the most important one here. That and deleting TikTok. I put on Do Not Disturb because it's just a big distraction while you're just thinking about something, doing something, and all of a sudden your phone starts ringing and it's just like a scam call. It's not even like one of your friends texting you or anything. It's not important. And you just lose so much focus whenever your attention drifts away onto your phone, all of a sudden like ring 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 ring. And a big worry I first had whenever I put on Do Not Disturb was that I'm gonna miss important phone calls and important texts. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even get any phone calls, like apart from scam calls, but you don't pick those up anyway. And in terms of text, you can always just text people like a little later. You don't have to text them immediately. It's not the end of the world. After a while, like people just get used to it. You're like, oh yeah, he'll text back in a few hours or something. Like it's not that big of a deal. And if you really do need to like get important texts, like your dad's like texting you to make sure like you get back home or something, just check your phone more often. Or maybe like if you don't want to go all the way with Do Not Disturb, you can just put it so your phone buzzes instead of does a big loud notification. So if you are focused on something, you probably won't pay attention to it. That could be a nice middle ground. And another thing, number four, I did. This is probably one of the most extreme things you could do. But I put my phone to grayscale, as in black and white, on my phone. Like I'm recording this video right now, I see myself black and white. Like you can barely see the different shades of gray or whatever. But what this does is that it just makes your phone uninteresting. But that's the point. You know what I mean? Like you want your phone so that you pick it up just to do whatever you needed to do early. You don't get distracted by anything, but no like fancy colors, no popping out like videos or anything. Just it's boring almost. And by the way, on Samsung, I have a Samsung phone. To change to grayscale, you have to go to like health and safety or like biometrics or something like that. And it's called bedtime mode. But I know for sure there's on Apple, there's like a grayscale mode. I think it's for color blindness, but it works out here too in this situation. In general, just a phone is a very big distraction. Like, even at school, I just leave it in my backpack. I never have it on me. Because I know if I have it on me, like, I would just, like, start pulling it out for no reason. Like, I don't even have any games on it. Like, I remember I used to have this game on it. It was, like, kind of. I don't know how to explain it. It's like Tetris, but, like, there's just a big block and you have to connect, like, wooden blocks and lines or whatever. Like I would play that so often at school. It's like we would be sitting at the lunch table, me and my friends, and it's just like I'd be on my phone playing that instead of like talking to them. So I just end up uninstalling the app, and now it's like I don't even have any reason to carry my phone on me. Like whenever my family literally just went to a restaurant yesterday, me and my family, I just left my phone here, like at home, because I don't need it. I can just walk with them. It's not like necessary for me. And by the way, the remaining screen time that I do have of the hour on weekends is mostly made up of calling my grandma. So like she's not living in America, she lives way out in Europe. So like active screen time is only like Skype essentially, just calling my grandma. I also work out. I also use like the clock app to meditate, and that's really it. I guess I also record videos too, but like an hour of screen time and really only like 30-40 minutes of active screen time, because when you're working out, you're not on your phone. You're working out. You just have the tracker there, to like check it off. But I hope these help you. They definitely help me. Like I don't even feel like my phone is necessary almost. Like I know it's an amazing tool, but like I'm almost not attached to my phone. Like I don't have to have it with me. I know a lot of people, like even at school you see like people joking around like taking their phone out of their friend's hand or something, and they're like, "Give me my phone back, give me my phone back." Like it's like it's like a vape, Like a lot of kids vaped. I remember in middle school, they just like they take their vape away and they're like, "Give it back, give it back." Like they're addicted. They're addicted. It's horrible, honestly, but just removing the interest, like decluttering your phone, really helped me, and I hope it helps you too.